This is, what day is this, Albert? This is
July the 18th,
Tuesday afternoon.
2006.
Yeah, 2006. We just arrived at Woodlawn Baptist Church. It is right here.
Mm-hmm.
February the 8th, 1918. The door. Dated July the 16th, 1996. Sarah, July the 7th, 1926. August 3rd, 2005. That's amazing. Love that tombstone. Now we're gonna go over and visit my mom, his mom and his dad. Not far away.
And you are?
I'm Lonnie Beard Jr. I'm Halbert Beard.
From?
San Diego, California. Los Angeles, California.
Okay. And you were born?
1952.
Where?
Brownsville, Tennessee. The only one that was born in the hospital.
Oh. What about
And
you?
me, I was born here,
In Nutbush?
close to Nutbush. I was born about a mile down the road, which is, I'll always remember that address. It's Route 5, Box 85, Ripley, Tennessee. A mile away, I also went to Tibbs Grade School. I started in the 6th grade at Tibbs Grade School.
And you, what do you do now?
I'm an actor. I've been in lots of movies and TV shows. I'm doing commercials right now. I work with some of the biggest actors in Hollywood around them, weeks and months at a time, shooting different movies. Life, Training Day, Independence Day. I've did commercials, not only national commercials, but I've done one international commercial that showed all over the world, and now I'm auditioning and doing national commercials right here, right as we speak. I have a Dell commercial I done last year, and I was supposed to do a Domino's commercial just before I arrived here on vacation, but it fell through. But still, I gave it my best.
Okay.
And I know there's more commercials to come.
All right.
And more.
No.
We are finding it. One of the first projects that I do when I get back to LA and start,
Okay.
just filming stuff, maybe for a reality show.
That's
or
what I'm
maybe
going
some
to.
kind of documentary.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going into that also. Okay, we found it. Lonnie Beard. I always like to read the date of birth because it's sentimental to me. It just let people know how long and how blessed certain people is and were. My mom lived to be 92 years old. She was born in the early 1900s, and she lived almost 100 years. She was 92. My dad, and I'm going to read the dates of birth right here on this tombstone, was born in the early 1900s, and he also lived to be 89 years old. Now that should be patent, and more people should be able to experience long lives instead of short lives. Okay, my dad, Lonnie Beard Sr., he was born, hold on 1 second, let me move this back here, just a little so the camera can move right in here and see that.
Just pick it up when we come up.
Telling the truth. Thank you, Halbert. He knows so much about everything. Lonnie Beer, December the 31st, 1909, the early 1900s, like I said. January the 10th, 1998. He almost lived to 2000. He would have been pretty close to 100 years old. I think he missed it by 11 years. My mom, great lady, Gertie Beer. March 12th, 1910 to September the 14th, 2002. That's 8 years less than 100 years. Now that is amazing. If I can even come close to that, I would be blessed.
You looking?
What was his? Okay.
Hardin Smith? Reverend Hardin
Here's where it
Smith?
all began. I was baptized right here at this church at 9 years old. I attended this church and still attend this church. I guess it must be 50 years later. And sometimes I be thinking about places to be laid to rest. And I always think that this would be a great place, even though I see all the fancy different places, even in Hollywood and Los Angeles, I still believe that I'll be back here. Okay, here we go. This monument was put here way before I was born. And ever since I can remember, it's been here. And I think about it, and I've taken a number of pictures through the years right here at this monument. I'm just going to read what it says here. And it's, first of all, this is the man that started everything off. Sometime, I guess, after slavery, he became a permanent.
During slavery.
Right, during slavery. Baby sister corrected me, Sarah corrected me there. During slavery, and he became the pastor of this church, and he was a long time pastor of this church for years. Okay, as she bags up, I want to read what it says on the monument here. In memory of Reverend Hardin Smith, born 1835, died 1835. Holy Bible, it says here.
1929.
1929 is when he died. So he lived a long time too. And it says here, organized Woodlawn Baptist Church in 1866 and was its pastor 56 years. That's
after
amazing.
Slavery.
After slavery.
So he founded it. He was the pastor of the slave congregation at the White Woodlawn Baptist Church in 1846. So that's how long the black Woodlawn has been established, since 1846. And it's now on the National Register of the National and State Register of Historic Places.
She knows so much history. She's a writer, she's a historian, she's everything, and she's a great
cousin.
filmmaker, and my cousin, my first cousin. Okay. Okay, I want this to be the memory of Sarah Ruth. She was so instrumental in organizing this. She primarily took this bell tower up herself with her own money.
No, she raised money.
She raised money for it.
A Memorial Bell Tower. The deceased members' pictures are in there.
Fantastic.
In fact, your mother and father's picture is probably in there too.
I wasn't here at the time.
Pretty sure.
But I heard her talk about it. And here it is, 3 years years later, I come back.
Memorial
The
Bell
first
Tower.
thing I see towering over Woodlawn, and it is so beautiful. Look, it's amazing.
Okay.
That's great.
Now let's
To leave and go to another location.
on the Wild Onion Ridge.
Yeah, we're going to Wild Onion Ridge. I just want you to see the cotton fields when we get ready to get in our car and get ready to leave. Okay? Here we go.
All right.
I
Action.
couldn't leave the area without saying something about this historical great farm that's been here for, I know, 100 years. It will not dry up. It's just been here. And when I was a kid, I used to come from right down that road right here and sit right in this farm. I'm going to get a little closer down here so you can see. Can you zoom in a little so we can see what it looks like?
But
It looks
Alvin,
like something from an old movie set that had something to do with alligators and trees. And it is so beautiful, and you get such a sacred feel when I always come here and get a chance to look off in here and watch the fish and everything swim.
Alvin Lay, your uncle,
Yeah, Uncle Alvin. Alvin
dug
Lay.
it
Dug it out
along
in
with
the 50s,
Pa Frank.
with Papa Frank Beer
No, this was dug in the 40s.
in the 40s.
Well, actually, we've been on this property since 1903. Actually, we were slaves on this property.
On the same property.
On 120 acres in Wild Onion Ridge. We were slaves on.
And my mom and dad, her mom and dad, everybody.
And that was the big house right back over there was the big house, and the slave house was behind that house.
And all the siblings got property here because when I lived here, Uncle Elmo lived right there where you see that
That was the big house.
that camper shell there. Uncle Elmo had his place right there.
And the slave and the old slave plantation is still here. It's up the road.
Great. Halbert, you're going too far. My brother way over there. He's really having a good time.
That's where my walking trail is, over in there.
He's having a great time, ain't he?
But this pond is beautiful when it's groomed. I'm working on it. I'm letting it dry out so I can clean it out and do some more work on it.
Yeah, she's going to put up
then
a small
it'll be
beach.
fun.
You're going to put up a small beach.